Hello, I'm James Whittington-Phillips, and this is week 6 and the penultimate week of the monologue assessment. So, on a few days left on the run-up to the assessment, I have managed to learn my monologue and get both sets of monologues with their intentions secure. I'm still over that. I've still been going over the intention of the monologue to make sure I have them all down correctly, especially in the Shakespearean one, making sure the dialogue sounds natural, I'm able to stay grounded, and that my eye line always remains or returns to the same point. I also found that in parts of the monologue I do prop something, and the monologue actually look better when I do not do that, so I had made the decision to change that and not to prop a dagger. Instead, I just cut that movement from the monologue. In terms of the contemporary, I have managed to find my in, and I've really adapted to the character, even though I realised later on that the character is pretty much basically me in a nutshell, so there wasn't that much characterization to do in a sense, but it is also down to the research I've done about the character, as well as reading the text, as well as just through general reading of the text. Another good thing I found is that when I showed my work to some people, especially the Shakespeare monologue, they said they were getting chills, which means I'm obviously doing something right somewhere. And I assume the power of the monologue is good. And I assume when I get to that point, the power of the monologue is good, but of course it's never going to be bet 100%. And there is always more I can do. So I am going to continue running over the monologue, making sure I have the lines down, and making sure it seems natural. Well, this week is again managed to learn the Shakespeare monologue, which is great. So all I have to do is now just focus and make sure my intentions are down and my intentions are clear throughout the monologue, as well as my dialogue is natural. Also, in terms of my contemporary, again, was I have it down, I have the intentions down, and I have the words pretty much word for word and word perfect. Even better if I had managed to learn the Shakespeare monologue sooner, so I had even more time to just fiddle with it and do the final nitpicks off script. But hopefully I can get in the next few days, I can really produce a really good monologue. Even better if in terms of contemporary, I really want to try make sure I get the words down so I don't make any stumbles, because although I haven't pretty much word for word, there are still a couple of nitpicky areas, and I really think I should have done a bit more research into the question, maybe not that, but a bit trying to divulge a bit more into the sense of the character of Mark. Looking into targets for the assessment. So for the assessment, I want to make sure each monologue is down word for word, and making sure I don't make any mistakes. I think also just working on my eye line, especially for the Shakespeare monologue and for the contemporary, just imagining that there is someone in the room with me that I'm talking to, e.g. the school counsellor that is in the text. And another thing is that I need to make sure just to reiterate, I need to make sure that my eyeline always remains with the dagger and not to start looking at the panelists in the assessment. And that concludes week 6 and the penultimate week.